Okay, here we go with a look at the Buck 808 Talon FMC, full mission capable, presented by Unifier, made by Buck Knives. This is a nice looking knife. Full tang construction, made out of 5160 carbon spring steel. Gosh, this thing looks so nice, I'm not even sure I really want to use it. It's got some nice micarta scales, and they almost seem to have more grip even if you've got like a wet hand, like snow, rain, sweat, God forbid blood. But I've always liked this handle and the laser engraving that created this. The detail. This is just a beautiful handle on this knife. Let's give you some dimensions on it. So the overall length is just under 15¼ inches. The blade is 9 1/8. It's got 2 inches of serration. It's got 5 inches of a wide multi-purpose saw. It's got a 2-inch recessed limb hook. You can use the end as a prying point. Unifier has stated that you can put up to 3,000 pounds of pressure on this blade as a pry bar before it will start to bend. You can use the back end here as a striking surface. It's not a wide surface like a hammer's head, but it would serve as an impacting surface. You have 5 points here that you could use this and attach it to the end of a spear. Let's give you a look at what's underneath the grips here. So you can see that they have a flattened surface on the other side of these screw nuts here, serving as bolts, and those fit into that flat surface of the tang, and that keeps them from rotating when you are installing your screws on the other side. You look at the inside of the handle there. This is a very tough, well-built blade here. You'll notice that you do have different sizes. The 2 longer ones go on the inside, the 2 shorter ones go on the outside to accommodate the profile of your handle. Alright, set the knife aside and take a look at the sheath here. Get some extra 550 paracord at the bottom of the sheath, some at the side of the sheath, and then you've got a little bit at the top for retention. You can set this on a belt loop. Got a Velcro latch there. Put through your belt. You can detach the hard section of the sheath from the molly section here. So you can make this reversible, have it accessible from your right hand or from your left hand, depending on how you want to orient it. There's lots of slots and holes for mounting it to whatever gear you want to mount it to. You got a drain hole at the bottom, got the molly at the back, and if you wanted to use that, then you would just flip this around and mount it this way, and then this would become your front. Okay, and here it is all installed onto my Maxpedition Vulture 2. It really looks nice with this bag. It attaches pretty securely. Get these buckles out of the way. Let's look at this here. So you've got the straps that come in, reach through, and then fold behind. So you really can't put the MOLLE section on first. You're going to have to assemble this and then weave it on, which was not a problem. It was not difficult. You can see here that I used some of the 550 paracord and I wove it in through these holes here and just gave it a little extra support on the edges. I think that it was very capable of staying mounted to the bag with just that single MOLLE weave there, but I just wanted to give it just a little more security, just really make sure that it was bound to the bag very well. And gosh, I think that this just looks great on this bag. And as far as like the height, I mean, it's just a perfect height there. I mean, it's not overhanging on the underside, it's not peeking above on the top side. So accessing it, it's very secured to your bag with this little tie-down lanyard. Get that out of the side, but with it being lowered like this, you really do get a really nice grip on it to pull it out of the sheath. It's just a really nice sheath. It's been a long time since I've been so impressed by a sheath for a knife, and to have a sheath that actually comes colored the same as the knife. They didn't just make a tan knife and a black sheath. That they did it right, in my opinion. Set this off to the side. I mean, as far as knives go, I think that I've said it before. The knife is really only as good or as capable as the sheath that comes with it, and you can have an awesome, awesome knife and then have just a poorly thought out sheath, and I'm not interested. This is just a great knife, and it comes with a great sheath. And I tell you, I almost want to buy a second one so I can display it and thump on the other one, because just having this one here, I don't even want to use it. It's such a good looking knife. I like this knife quite a bit. It's definitely my favorite knife that I've reviewed or purchased or been gifted or any of that. Really, really happy with this purchase. So it's a big world out there, and we're bound to run into a shady situation. Until then, keep your gear on you.
I'm really, really sorry. I apologize unreservedly. I offer a complete and utter retraction. The imputation was totally without basis in fact and was in no way fair comment, and was motivated purely by malice, and I deeply regret any distress that my comments may have caused you or your family, and I hereby undertake not to repeat any such slander at any time in the future.
To access it, it's probably not going to, maybe it will.